Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing great. This is Dr. Obam Bowen again here, and it is still, yes, it is still 2021. And this year, for those of you who've been paying attention, for 2021, this is the year of the one thing. So what's your one thing? Whatever your one thing is, drop it in the comments. Drop whatever your one thing is down below. Let us know. What's the one thing you're focusing on this year to grow? The one thing you're focusing on to grow your business. Hey, Joanna. Hey, everyone. Thank you all so much for the love. What's the one thing you're looking to do? Grow your life, grow your business, or any other area. But what is the one thing you're focused on this year? See, my one thing I'm focused on this year is growth. And growth is continuous because everything in life is either growing or declining. It's either living or dying. It's getting better or worse. There's no such thing as what most people say, just maintaining. There's no such thing as maintaining. Well, what happens when you maintain your lawn? You have to keep doing it. You have to keep, right? So you have to keep growing it and maintaining it. Hey, William, long time, brother. Right, so it's amazing. Since my one thing is growth, here's my definition of growth before I jump into today's topic, which is a hot one, right? But my definition of growth is this. Growth requires you to consistently actually get out of your current comfort zone. What's your current comfort zone? It's that level that you've gotten to that you feel comfortable with. Maybe you've been striving so hard to get to somewhere and you're there, and now it's like finally, take a breath. I mean, it's okay to take a breath of fresh air, breathe, and celebrate. But you must continue to grow because that's what we're doing. Like everything in nature is always growing or declining. So let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic, as you can see up, if you haven't seen it yet, is I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything right, but still not getting the results. Here's why, right? So here's why. Now, first, there's three things. If you're taking notes, write these down, right? Because here's some advice to you. Never trust your future or your wealth, your goals. Never trust it to your mind. Never trust it to your brain. Trust it to a pen and a paper. Trust what you write down that you can look at and track, because what is trackable is reachable. What is not, well, obviously is not, right? And writing clarifies thought. So write that down. So here's the first thing. The first thing we're going to talk about is mindset. The thing is, what are you thinking about? You've probably heard it before. What you think about is what you bring about. And so many people, for example, your thinking has to do a lot with your association too. So at times it doesn't mean that even if you're having the right thinking, doing all the right things, like you might be doing the right thing for a very long time, and you're not seeing the results. Grow, what's up, my brother? Good to see you too. Thanks for the love. But if you're around 9 broke people, you're going to be the 10th. If you're around 9 smokers, you're going to be the 10th. If you're around 9 people, well, say for example, you're married and 9 of your 10 friends or all your friends are single, you're probably going to end up single again because you're starting to think and act and do what single people do and forget that you have a responsibility to your relationship, same as with your business. So as I said, this is all about growth, right? So as you continue to grow, and I'm going to talk a little bit more on the entrepreneur side, the one thing that you're doing, why you're not getting the results, rules into number 2. Number 2 is consistency. What I promised you that I'm going to do this year is give a new video that is going to help and bring value to everyone else. More value than paid for. 365 videos at a minimum I committed to. Showing up consistently with a good attitude over a long period of time with desire and faith, willing to pay the price, finding others who are willing to pay the price with me, that's consistency, right? And then success will take its place. How many people, for lack of consistency, don't achieve success or the levels of the things that they want? So here's an example. What are you actually doing? What are you doing with your time? See, for me, there is no real value, no real worth, monetary worth on my time. And folks may say, well, Dr. O, since you've earned all this money, why are you always giving back of your time? Let me tell you, the most valuable thing I can actually give someone is my time, because there's no price element on that for an hour. I've done things in the past where I charged per hour, I grew, and when I grew more and I earned more, I learned the value of my time. The number one thing I can give to someone is that of my time, because within that time, someone can actually shift in a moment's notice. And if you hang around the right people with the right thinking, right mindset, with the right income, if you're looking to generate and grow and build your income, yours can reflect so too only if you choose to do what they're doing. So when it comes to business and consistency, what are you doing consistently that are income producing activities that's going to grow your bank account this year? What's the one thing that you're going to do to establish business growth? If you want to know more how we're actually helping entrepreneurs do that, you can go to, I think I have the website down here. You can go to theyearoftheonething.com and learn more there. Now, number 3, let's talk about number 3, because number 3 is very, very powerful, and so many people miss this, and it happens to them all the time. Number 3 is self-sabotage. Now, let me tell you a little bit about self-sabotage and how this actually is. Now, let's say, for example, you are, put it this way. I'm going to give you an example of what happened to me years ago. Let's say I was a soccer player back in Guyana in South America where I was born. Here in the United States, you guys have football, right? Now, for us, we call it football too because you play with your foot. Here in the United States, it's different. I learned a different lesson when I got here. But I played on a mediocre team for a very long time and was being pretty good. And I was like the star player there, because I had good skills. And then my dad got me into play with a team that was higher level skill. And I was kind of average in that group. So instead of me playing at my best, which I know to do, I'm watching these guys play and I was more worried. Every time I started scoring goals, then I was like, man, they're better than me. What happens is I started to self-sabotage myself. Same as in business with many of you. Let's say, for example, you know what? You set your goal that you're going to earn $1 million this year. And you set that goal, you were serious about it, and then all of a sudden you start to earn, well, little over $80,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Let's just call it $100,000 a month. Well, by the end of the year, that's that's 1.2 million, right? What you're going to get. But you start to earn that. Most people who haven't earned that amount of income yet, the average person don't earn 100,000, right? In an entire year. If you start doing that in a month, here's how most people self-sabotage. That feeling of their comfort zone because they're not growing. When you get out of your comfort zone too high, you adjust. When you get out of your comfort zone too low, you adjust. So, for example, if there's too little amount of money in your bank account and you're normally used to seeing at least maybe $500 to $1,000 in there, you're going to start to feel stressed and anxiety will rise in your body, start getting sweaty. You figure out what you do. Once you see you have $500 to $1,000 back, it's okay. But if all of a sudden it's like, man, you have $20,000 in there, you're like, whoa, what happens? All of a sudden you start to see things that you want to buy that you've never bought before. So most people in their success, and the reason why everything is kind of falling back, you're doing everything right and you're not getting the results you want, sustained results. That is the part. And if you want sustained results, comment sustain below and I'll direct you to get you to theyearoftheonething.com. The one thing I'm focusing on is growth of myself, growth of my businesses. But for one particular business this year that I'm focused on growing to $1 million. It's an entire new course. I'm not using any of the strategies or contacts of folks that I used to help me build in the past. I'm starting completely over like I've never done it before. And I'm going to be sharing and helping a different group of people with the exact same thing. So ask yourself this question. What are the 3 things that can prevent you from actually getting the results you want? And as I said earlier, Raul, long time no see, brother. Hope all is well. Those 3 things are, again, it's mindset, consistency, and the coup de grace, it is self-sabotage. Some of us start to get to where you're going to get, it's like going up to learn to swim. You learn to swim or dive, and you eventually do everything you need to do. You learn to swim in the pool, you jump off crazy before, but now you're trying to go get that dive. And you start to worry about, what if I hit my head? What if I fall? What if I go through? On the what if? Most people go through life living woulda, coulda, shoulda, but don't. Don't shoot all over yourself. Because when you do, no results happen. This is Dr. Obam saying, I love you, I appreciate you, I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, drop a 1 in the comment. If it's brought you value, drop a 1 in the comment. And please do me a favor. You've received value, do the same, tag a friend, share it on your timeline, bring value to someone else's life. Because the one thing that I can do, most of the times folks who want money, I don't give money, I give my time. I would rather teach and help and show someone how to do what I do rather than gift them money. Because all that is enabling them. I don't want to enable anyone. I want to give you the gift of knowledge, because when you change your mind, you change the way you speak, you change the way you act, you change the results you have. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. And again, if this has been valuable to you, remember to share and tag someone else. And last tip is this: choose growth. Because if you don't choose to grow, you live a life of apathy. What is apathy? Apathy is a natural human instinct. It is common to us all, and it consistently forces us to seek a comfort zone where nothing ever changes. If you want something to change this year, choose growth. Bye for now.